Hey guys, what's up? I'm live. Welcome to Deeja's 411. Welcome to Deeja's 411. Hey guys, what is up? So I wanted to go live today just to pretty much talk to you guys about something. So this is an interesting topic. And the reason why I decided to actually talk about this topic was because a lot of people have just been in their feelings a lot lately. And I'm like, when it comes to this game, when it comes to making money, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to, being able to manage in your work environment, when it comes to just holding it down on your own, no feelings can be involved. And I feel like so many people allow their feelings to control their thoughts, their actions, and just how they go about their next move. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't go based off of that. I go based off of what's my next practical move, not based off of how am I feeling. Because if you go based off your feelings, you're never going to get anywhere. Like, it's going to be very difficult for you to get far. So I asked you guys a question in this video. So in the description, I have a question for you guys. So the question was, are you someone who believes that you have to earn my respect to get my respect? So that's like the #1 quote that everyone says. They're like, oh, well, you got to earn my respect to get my respect. And if you don't earn my respect, then I'm not going to give you my respect. Let me tell you why that's the reason why you're still broke. It is. I learned this through Gary Vaynerchuk. He is a multimillionaire. If you guys don't know about him, you need to learn about him. And his #1 rule is, I will give you my respect first, and you have to lose my respect. That's what makes him different. That's what separates him from being rich and a lot of people from still remaining poor and struggling and wondering why they haven't found that secret sauce. You know what I mean? And it's just like, that is so genius. Like, that is so freaking genius. Like, you have to lose my respect. And I'm going to give you my respect first. I'm going to give you my trust. You know what I mean? I'm going to give you my trust. And that's so smart to think that way, because then that allows so many doors to just be open for you. Like, it's just automatically so many different opportunities that you're open to accepting because you're not challenging nothing. You know what I mean? And I look at it this way. It's so much more harder for someone to earn your respect versus for someone to lose your respect. Because I feel like when someone is trying to earn your respect, you already have in your mind a picture of what you expect that person to do, how you expect that person to act, and what you want them to do for you. So you already have a hidden agenda. But versus if you just genuinely give your respect to someone, then it's like, okay, I'm giving you my respect, I'm giving you my trust, and you have to lose it. So it's easier for someone to lose something than for someone to find something. You know what I mean? So, like, think how many times you done lost money, or how many times you done lost, I don't know, your wallet or something random like a pen. Think about how many times you done lost that versus how many times you had to actually try to achieve that thing. So, or try to get a house. You know, how many times, like, how hard is it to lose your apartment because you don't pay your rent versus how hard is it to actually get a nice apartment, buy a nice house, and so forth. Just as an example. So the main purpose of this video, this isn't going to be a long video, it's going to be a short one. And the main purpose of this video is because I want to tell you guys that when you are allowing your emotions to be involved with business, with, communicating with people on a daily basis, it's keeping you from securing your bag. Like, when you are so emotional all the time about what this person said to you, what this person did to you, it's going to be very difficult for you to be able to work with this person or be open to different opportunities with working with this person or with this company or with this whatever. It doesn't even matter. Okay? Like, you're automatically closed-minded and you're automatically shutting out opportunities, shutting out money, shutting out deals that you could be closing. So let's say for my business, okay? Let's say I'm starting my own digital marketing business, my own media business, and it's going to be a consulting type of business where I'll be reaching out to local businesses in my area, seeing if they need any social media done for themselves as far as promoting and branding. And let's say I already had in my picture my perfect client. And instead of me, reaching out to different businesses, seeing where the opportunity is, seeing where the money is, instead of me thinking that way, let's say I was closed-minded. Let's say, oh, I don't want to work with this company because they don't like black people or they don't like women. No, you think if someone's racist, I'm not going to work with them, but yet it's a good opportunity. Like if it's a good business deal, I'm going to put all that extra stuff aside. And I know you guys are probably thinking, well, if they're racist, you shouldn't want to work with these people. You shouldn't want to deal with these people. If they're sexist, then you should just be like, I deserve better. Of course I deserve better. But at the same time, when you are a business owner, you focus on what is best for the business. Like as long as it's nothing that's going to diminish your business and diminish your like absolute character, then I feel like go for it. That's how you know that you are separating your emotions from the business, or separating your emotions from your next best move, from securing the bag. Because think about it, okay? Let's say Lil Wayne, for example. I'm going to talk about Lil Wayne. Hey, Keon, what's up? Hey, welcome to DJ's 411. So let's talk about Lil Wayne for a second. Lil Wayne recently dropped his album. He recently got out of his contract with Cash Money, or whatever, with Birdman. And imagine if he let his emotions get super duper involved in that deal. Like imagine he was just been like, I don't want to deal with you no more. I don't even want to have a conversation with you no more. I don't even want to sit in the same room with you no more. Let's just squash it. Give me what you can give me and I'm out. But no, Lil Wayne put his feelings aside and he decided to do what was practical for his business, what was practical for his next move with securing his bag. He fought, he continued, and he ended up coming up on top. Like, you know what I mean? Like you have to put your emotions aside when it comes to handling business, when it comes to, you know, what's going to be your next best decision, when it comes to you getting more money or working with new clients or just living your best life. Like it's how it has to be. Now, not everyone is a business owner. Not everyone is an entrepreneur, and not everyone is, you know, is doing that type of field. I get that. So let's say at the workplace, okay? This actually even happened to me recently. So I had a person that I was working with, and for some reason, the person is always in their feelings. And I could easily, I don't even care if this person sees this video, whatever. Like, I could easily be like, oh, why are you in your feelings? Or I have to try to be argumentative with this person, feed into their narcissistic type of personality. But I know they have something bigger going on than me. Like, it's not me. It's literally them. So I'm not even going to feed into that energy. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just going to worry about myself. Like, I'm making money because I'm at the job. And, you know, I'm just going to go about my business. Like, my last day is Friday. So why would I even remotely contribute any type of negative energy towards existing negative energy? It doesn't even make sense. Like, I'm not even going to do that because, like, that's not even on my level. Like, that person is, like, not on my level. So I'm not going to do it. So you just got to look at it that way. And, you know, being sensitive, people think of, like, think about this, ladies. I'm going to talk to the ladies for a second, okay? I know I got some gentlemen on here, but I'm going to talk to the ladies for a moment. So, ladies, you always say, this is what you always say when you describe your perfect man. I want him to be so sweet. I want him to be super sensitive. I want him to be in touch with his emotions, and I want him to share that with me. And, you know, this is how I really want him to be. I don't need a hard type of guy. You know, I just want him to be very sensitive. Do you really want a sensitive man? Not saying anything to sensitive men, but I'm saying there's two different types of sensitive men, okay? There's not, be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it, okay? When it comes to men, and when it comes to you saying you want a sensitive man, that lets me know you want a man who goes based off his emotions. Like a man that thinks only off of his emotions, to me, is not a man. Because I need a man to make the hard decisions when they're hard. That's why they're considered hard decisions. Like, I need a man that's willing to sacrifice stuff, willing to sacrifice his current situation right now, whether it's like his job, whether it's his finances, whether it's him paying bills, so that he can do what's best for us. I don't need someone to go based off their emotions, how they're feeling, to make decisions for me and for our future. Like, no, I don't find that appealing or attractive at all. I want you to be practical and go based off of that, okay? Now, as far as being sensitive and emotional, you know, you need to know when there's a cutoff. Everything needs balance. If there's if there's too much of anything, then it becomes overpowering. So if you're just like this cold-hearted person that doesn't have emotions, doesn't have feelings, you just be like, whatever, it is what it is. Like, some people are like that, and some people are really successful with that. But that's not everyone has to be like that, okay? Like, think about Steve Jobs, okay? Steve Jobs was like a hard worker. He was a hard ass. He was hard on everyone that he worked with. He even disowned his own child for a couple years because he was so focused on the business. That's not the way to be. Not everyone has to be that way when it comes to starting up your own business, or when it comes to you just being a strong person. You know, you can still be kind. You can still be loving. You can still be affectionate. You can still be patient. You can still be, you know, intuitive, like trying to get more information on things, but not be overly sensitive and not be overly emotional when it comes to that, okay? There's a balance. Everything needs a balance. So if you're the type of person that's constantly acting off your emotions 24/7, so let's say in my relationship, I really used to be like that. I used to be like, oh, you don't want to spend time with me. Oh, da 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 da. Now I'm just like, okay, cool. Do what you want to do, boo. Like, if you want to go out, go out. Like, if you want to see and chill out with your friends, go do that. You deserve that. You know what I mean? You deserve to be with your friends. Like, you deserve that. Like, I'm cool. Like, I used to be so up my boyfriend's butt. Like, it was crazy. And I'm just like, why would you up his butt so much? But that's because I was working through my own insecurities. You know, I was working through, oh, I feel like I need to extend myself to him and attach myself to him because I don't have my own identity. You know, like when someone doesn't have their own identity, they seem to leech off of other people's identities. They seem to always want to go out with their friends. They seem to always want to dress like certain people, act like certain people, talk like certain people, you know, be around a certain group of people 24/7 because they're trying to attach themselves to other people's identity because they don't have one themselves, okay? So how did I start to make my own identity? How did I start to be self-reliant and just independent? You know, what I did was I focused on my mindset. That's the first thing. I really focused on my mindset and why, and asked myself questions like, why am I thinking this way? Like, why do I feel like I have to have him in my life to feel whole? Like, when, ladies, gentlemen, please do not be in a relationship and feel like if you were not in that relationship, then you would not know what to do and you would not know who you are, because that is the worst situation you could possibly put yourself in, okay? Like, when you feel like you don't know what you're going to do, you don't know who you're going to be, you feel like you cannot hold things down on your own without that other person, then that means you need some addressing to do. You need to address the situation, and you have a lot of self-reflection to do for real, like ASAP. Because I felt like that at one point. I felt like if I was not with my boyfriend, then I would not know who I am. That if I was not with him, then what would I be doing with most of my time? Or how would I provide for myself financially? Or who would I be? And now, since I started focusing on, you know, nourishing my mindset, you know, reading more, actually getting around a different environments, not just clinging to what he has going on, but figuring out what I like to do, what makes me happy, you know, quieting the noise. So sometimes you basically just have to like wholeheartedly keep it in a stack 1000%, quiet the noise going on around you and start to turn the volume up on what's going on what's going on within you, okay? So turn down the volume on what's going on around you and crank that volume up on what's going on within you, like for real. Like, I feel like we always try to quiet what's going on, our thoughts that are going on in our mind, but yet we always want to keep everything else around us like full of noise. Like, you got to quiet that down sometimes so you can start to hear what your intuition has been telling you. So my intuition was telling me, Khadijah, you need to get going. You need to get going. Like, for real. You told yourself at the age of 16, by the time you're 25, you're going to be a boss. You're going to have your own, like, penthouse. Like, you're going to be having the best cars. You're going to be able to provide for your family. Like, you don't want your mom and your dad to have to work a job anymore when their health is, like, down the toilet. you know, you want to show your brothers and sisters that, you know, even though we came from the struggle, even though we might not have grew up in the best situation, you know, as far as environment wise, that we can overcome. Look, your little sister overcame, and now she's making 6 figures a month, and I'm showing you that it's possible. Like, my purpose is really just to show my family that it's possible. It's possible to get out the dirt. It's possible to get out the mud and feel the sand between your toes. Like, you can go from 0 to 1,000 real quick. And there's a lot of people that's out here that are actually, you know, doing it. People are out here actually winning. And I keep telling people that, like, don't feel like it's impossible. Like, it's not impossible for you to have more, to become more, to do more, to achieve more. It's not impossible. And the moment I started focusing on my mindset, that's the moment I realized who I was. And now I don't feel like I have to attach myself to anyone any longer, okay? Like, the number one key that really helped me, like, just keeping it 100 with y'all, like 100%, was the mind hacks. Like, the mind hacks pretty much is a step-by-step guide that breaks down like why we think the way we do. I'm gonna actually do a breakdown of the mind hacks for you guys, so you guys can really see what you guys are missing out on this free package. Because, like, I was skeptical too. Like, initially, before I got into this whole internet marketing lifestyle, and like understanding like the internet is real and there's people out there that are just amazing that you can be like having relationships with and like being close with and having just like amazing experiences with. Like, before I really understood the power of the internet and the power of networking through it, I was skeptical about absolutely everything. I was the same way. But I just look at it as like, you know, I'm so glad that I did not let my skepticism, you know, control me. I'm so glad that I put my feelings and my sensitivity and my emotions aside, and I decided to just go for it. Like, I just decided to click the link in the bio, in the description, and just actually take action and absorb the information. And now, like, me and my relationship is so good, like, for real. Like, me and my boyfriend might have our issues every now and then. Trust me, every relationship does. But it's to the point where it's though, like, I'm so independent. Like, my boyfriend be like, where are you going? Where have you been? Like, what are you doing? Like, I didn't even know what's going on with you. Like, at first, I used to go out with my friends and stuff, and he used to never check for me, for real. But now, he be checking for me 24/7, and I be in a house. I'm like, when I was going out, you didn't pay me no mind. But now, all of a sudden, since I'm in a house and you see me out here really making moves, now you want to go ahead and pay me some attention and stuff. Boy, they be, yeah. As soon as they see you, like, leveling up, getting on your boss chick stuff status, they be getting concerned. They be like, who? If I'm checking for her, I wonder who else is checking for her. So, I'm telling you, like, when you stop chasing people, when you stop chasing just success and just life in general, when you stop chasing it and just like embody it, just embody being a boss, embody being wealthy, embody just being happy, then everything attracts to you. Like, you don't have to chase nothing. Like, I don't have to chase men. I don't have to chase success. I don't have to chase the money, because I know it's attracting to me. Like, it's just what it is. Like, you get more of what you put out. So I don't feel like I have to do a whole bunch of extra stuff. I just be me. And I realize, like, being me is the best me that I can possibly be. And that's the message that I'm trying to get across to you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some major gems, some major jewels, some major keys in this video. And thank you guys for watching DJ411. And like I said, you know, guys, don't be sensitive. Get out of your feelings. Click the link in the description. Stop playing with yourself, playing with your life, playing and just complaining and saying, woe is me. Take action. Do what you need to do. And put your feelings aside. And if once you put your feelings aside, I promise you, life will take you on the best journey, the best ride that you will ever go on. And the sky is the limit, okay? Trust me, like, the sky is the limit, for real. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Thanks for watching DJ411, and I'm going to see you guys later. Bye.